Soul of football, second match week, and we are in international break. Fortunately, we got a huge win as a Turkish national team. I am very proud of our national team, and I am happy. I want to show that correct football is industry, and I had just a bet on Turkey, like this is 3-1 correct score. I predicted 3-1 Turkish team win, and on 75th minute my prediction was correct, turned into a correct score 3-1, but we Turkish team couldn't resist more than 1 minute, and they conceded second goal, so I lost my bet. But it was just for pleasure, and it was just giving the uh, good vibe to our football team. And I think as a small kid, since my earlier childhood, I I used to criticize Turkish national football team, and I was doubtful about my team, and I was always with uh, I always I was always with something that some bitterness about my team, Turkish team, because I didn't like coach, I didn't like selection, I didn't like the squad election. Now we have good generation. I think this is the best generation I have ever seen. Many football players, most of them now they play in abroad. They play in big leagues like Premier League, French League, and they are bred. They got German League education. German League is one of the most important leagues also. So I am hopeful about our team, and we got a huge win. Obviously, the game was open. Game wasn't too easy for us, and honestly, I think the just beginning of first very first position and very first goal of Turkey, it was penalty for Netherlands, but referee couldn't see, or referee commented in contra way. He said just he didn't give the call, and in my opinion it was a clear penalty, and it was a tight game until Turkey got first goal. After that, Netherlands get the ball, but I felt that Turkey was going to win even before the game, and it is first time that I predicted Turkish national team was going to win. Then that much that I bet on Turkey. I even used to bet against Turkish teams, Turkish national team in previous years, but we need to collect good vibe, player by player. We can criticize. It is possible that you could say we want to see any other players, why they are outside, why they are on bench, why they didn't elected, why they wasn't elected. But I think we have good squad now, and we had good starting lineups, and it's not easy to criticize Turkish football team about their starting lineup, because they have all good career, and they Turkish national team is made of quality at the very moment. So technical things, I think it must be taught in football every time, but now it's all about emotions, and we need to support that team at the beginning of first qualification game until end, because it could be unnecessary to change the coach, change the system. I don't think Turkish team has a concrete system. We need to be sincere, and we need to be um, rational, and we must see that Turkish team doesn't have like a system or echo like Barcelona team used to have, like tiki taka, or counter attack team like Real Madrid. They got three consecutive Champions League Cup, and I think most of them it was all about results. They weren't dominating the game. They had good squad. I don't think they were dominating as much as Barcelona was doing when they got their cup, or any other team. Sometimes Manchester City has a system, obviously. Inter has a system. Many club teams have have a system. So maybe if we give example, maybe we could say Italy, when they get a lead in the game, they have system, defensive system. Netherlands used to have. They are now in transition, I think, as a national team. So they didn't have a exact system. Van Dijk was absentee. It's not about system. If Van Dijk's absentee, it's not an excuse for not having system. But it was good game. I thought it was going to uh, going to be going to be a joyful game, and it happened. It was, and I think Turkey got a lucky lead, and it was the deflection. After a lucky deflection, we got a lead, and in the end, we don't need to be euphoric for that, because I knew it was an open game, and after getting a lead, normally the Turkish team step back, and they waited in defensive area. So position by position, analyzing the game, not easy, because it's time consumer. Then I could say many other things. I need to congratulate Burak Yılmaz, not only for doing hat trick, but it is a huge improvement. I think it is not only for our internal league, not only for our national league, Turkish league, not only for our selection. It is first one of the few players that got that improvement. I don't think I saw the same Burak Yılmaz in the game that I used to see a couple of years ago. He is completely different football player. He is now more focused, and he is more confident. He is he knows he's not just to make a goal. He need to assume responsibility, and he take responsibility, and he knows he need to be sometimes he needs to be bridge, and he needs to be wall, coming players from midfield, the running players, and he can play his back to goal also. He started to play those games, really well, and he needs to draw foul sometimes, and he makes a lot of contact, and he was escaping away from contacts, but I think at the very moment he knows, and he doesn't escape. He need to confront, and uh, he need to face with those kind of uh, one on one challenges, and he really takes over perfectly sometimes, because I think it's about confidence. And at